If you hear me, my freaks and geeks, TDKV here coming at you with another awesome live stream. Today, it's horror day. Too much horror business driving late at night. Oh yeah. How's everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday. Julia, how you doing? What's up, Risen Records? Bad Dog? Best? What's up, everybody? Rick James, Rudy. Ooh, yeah. Boy, how you doing? How's everybody doing? What's up, Mace? Good to see you back, my brother. That's good. But today, like I said, we're talking about horror movies. Last horror movie stream, we got a little bit off topic. So, figure to try keeping it on topic, what we're going to be doing today is ranking some of my favorite horror movie franchises. Old movies within the franchise. First, if you haven't yet and you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. We go live every day. And yes, you are seeing what you think. What's up, Daniel? How you doing? Let me see here. Why can't I find my book? Actually, hold on one second, everybody. I'll be right back. Chicken lover, how you doing? How's everybody doing? So today, flip this page out. So, the first horror movie franchise that I'm going to be ranking is Halloween. This is the Michael Myers one. Michael Myers. I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. What's up there, Skill? Top 5 favorite, scariest jump scares. Huh. So, my jump scare that got me the most growing up, I don't know. Probably the, an Exorcist whenever she starts spinning her head. That messed me up as a kid. Then there was, I don't know. Like, the first time I ever watched Insidious, and they're sitting at that table and the devil guy's standing behind them, that was, oh. Oh, here, Vici, I'll at least do that right now for you. The beard is staying, at least for the time being. What's up, Todd? Todd, we don't talk political in the streams. Today we're talking about horror movies. Amusement park that scares me the most. I don't really have an amusement park that scares me. Are you the girl that farts for Cash App? I mean, I'll fart for Cash App. I ain't no girl though. But, so right now I'm ranking down all the Halloween movies and then I'll rank them. And this is my opinion. Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Halloween 4, Halloween 5, Halloween Curse, Halloween, what was the next one after this? H2O, Halloween, what came after H2O? Resurrection, Halloween, Rob Zombie, Halloween 2, Rob Zombie. Julia, how you doing? Hardy. What the Sigma? Skip it a toilet. Yeehaw! I'd consider Jaws a horror movie. Then after the Rob Zombie Halloween 2, we had that new trilogy. Halloween. Halloween Kills. Halloween Ends. So in total, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Halloween movies in the Halloween franchise. Deep Blue Sea wasn't too bad. I didn't mind that. Boy, my face is melting in here, I will say that. But I'm sticking to it. Every Halloween movie is a hit. That might be a little bit of a hot take. There's quite a few of them that I dislike. I mean, I love all of them to some degree, but most of the Halloween movies, there's a lot of Halloween movies that are bad. So, I'm going to be doing this from starting at number 13, the one I like least, and then working my way down. And the one I like least of all is the newest one. That is Halloween Ends. To me, Halloween Ends was a very terrible way to end the trilogy. They gave us a lot of bait with having this big old fight between Jamie Lee Curtis and Michael Myers. And, no. Halloween Kills is the absolute worst one to me. Then, going from there, I'm going to have to do Halloween Resurrection, number 12. So, Resurrection, it's a terrible, great watch. Because, I mean, who doesn't want to watch Busta Rhymes dropkick somebody? So, I don't know. I have a little bit of nostalgia for that. But Halloween Resurrection is number 12 out of the 13. And then number 11, number 11 is going to be Halloween 5. That is, what the hell did they call it? Not the Return of Michael Myers, Revenge of Michael Myers, that's what they called it. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I only seen the trailer scene for the first one. Okay. A shark film. Spell shark. Alright there, Mace. But, so, coming from there, Halloween 5, because that's one of the worst masks, in my opinion, in the whole, franchise. I hated that movie. Halloween 4 was a great movie, and then they follow up with that, and they kind of, just basically killed off everything good that there was. What's up, Rudy? How you doing? And you know what? I'm breaking. Oh my. That's something I might need to, I could record a video for maybe. But a whole 2-hour stream? I'm literally sweating here. Oh, H2O is notorious for having, like, I think there's 6 different, what's it called, in the, like, I think they used legit 6 different masks in that. That's funny you're saying that there, Sosa. You spelled dumb wrong. You spelled it wrong twice. Anyways, back to the tier list. So Halloween 5 is number 11. So just to pick it back up. So we had Halloween Ends is the worst one, I think. Halloween Resurrection. Actually, I might even switch around Halloween 5 and Halloween Resurrection. Because Halloween Resurrection, I at least get enjoyment out of in the first 3 movies with Michael Myers in it. And then the 90s, they... Well, there was... In the 90s, there was only 1 Halloween... 2, okay, no, 2, because H2O came out in 99. Because, I mean, Curse of Michael Myers might not be a perfect Halloween movie, but by
by all means, I like it for what it is. But so Halloween Ends is number 13. That's the newest one. God awful. God awful way to end the trilogy. God awful way to just nothing was good about it. Then from there, like I said, I'm doing that right now. Halloween Resurrection is getting 11. And Halloween 5, the Revenge of Michael Myers, is getting the 12. Number 5 was just point being they nailed the mask the first time in somewhere. Well, so what they messed up with their best was that they tried duplicating it, and the same process didn't, because the way the first mask got made was almost by mistake. And then so like that was like a perfect mistake, the first mask, and then after that they kind of like I said, they tried recreating it and it didn't work out. But so yeah, so Halloween Resurrection is my number 11. Number 10, this is 10 out of the 13. Mace Windu, did you give a cast? I didn't see it. My dream cast for my film as Ian Samuel. I mean, I'll be the star, why not? I'll promote it on the channel. And then my number 10 movie is going to be the first Halloween of the trilogy. Can I guess how old you are? I think you told me this before, and I think you're... I don't know. Julia? No, that's Dana. Maybe you're 13. Wild guess. Wild guess. Sir, oh, no, you said Rudy. Macy. There's a Macy here. I didn't see a Macy. Oh. I'm sorry. Sorry. That mask got me messed up for right now. But that new Halloween movie in the new trilogy, everybody hyped it up, saying that it was this great movie, this, that, and the third. I didn't really think it was all that. Thank you there, ZME. You're 11. Okay, Julia. That would have been my next guess. But I didn't really, like, it wasn't a terrible movie, but it wasn't that all that great in my opinion. Didn't really like how they just, like, restarted everything. I'm a very big fan of Halloween 2, as you'll see from the where I rank it out on the list. And yeah, I didn't think that it was needed to shut everything down and just go from there. And then number 9, Halloween Kills. Only reason why I'm ranking that above the first one in the new trilogy was because, to be honest, actually, no, you know what? We're not going to put that quite low yet. Because number 9 is actually going to be Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. What do you think of Liv being one step closer? Be honest, the storylines today with wrestling aren't all that great. But we'll see how it goes. What's up, Bobby? Bobby, you missed it. I was sweating, and I was going to try doing it all stream, but I was wearing my Misfits mask at the beginning. But, so, the Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is number 9. You know, he tried going way too different with that, and the thing I like, the best scene in the movie didn't actually happen in the movie. Technically, it was a dream sequence. So Halloween 2, the Rob Zombie one, is number 9 out of my rankings. What's up there, All Star? How you doing? So then number 8, I'm gonna put that's where I'm gonna put Halloween Kills at. Number 8. Reason being, that had some of the best kills in the whole franchise. Story was stupid. The whole evil dies tonight, evil dies tonight. I wasn't vibing with that, but the whole Michael Myers killings, I don't really get much better than that, does it? Then number 7. Number 7 is going to be Curse of Michael Myers. Life of Luxury, yeah. Risen Records, oh yeah.
I love Michael Luxury.
Oh, I thought they were talking about a song. Never mind. Opinions on Carlito's mom winning the.
Oh, it's Life of Luxury is a horror channel on YouTube. They're hilarious.
I have no idea what you're talking about there, May. Somebody won a state lottery. That's interesting. But Curse of Michael Myers, Halloween Curse of Michael Myers, to me isn't. Everybody poops on it saying it's a bad movie because it is an incomplete one. But personally, I like the whole Cult of Thorn aspect of it. There's like pagan aspects tied to it, so I don't think it's all that bad. I think it's an interesting take on the series, and if they would have went with one direction in the movie instead of like they released like two incomplete versions of it. So, and to me, I don't mind it. Number 6 is going to be H2O. I actually think this is a perfect follow-up to Halloween 2. I like the whole like 20 years later aspect than Peggy Mitchell in Halloween 3. Who was that? Ooh, the guy in this trench coat. Who was the guy? So, Bobby, the guy in the trench coat, that they end up kind of explaining that in Curse of Michael Myers, because they ended up like they did it very badly, and that's why like I wish if they would have went with a more direct way of showing it and telling it. Michael Myers was like cult, was like almost like possessed by a cult, and that guy in the trench coat was the leader of it. Zach, how you doing? Go for it there, Zach. Just as long as it's like appropriate. So, but Halloween H2O, like I said, I think it's a perfect follow-up. It's a 20 years later follow-up, and like you're seeing her still having the PTSD, and I don't know. I think that that's a good like way if you're gonna erase the whole movies, like movies that came before it, and restart. That's a perfect way to go about it. When is the best time to speak to? Zach, there might not ever be a good way. I don't know. And now brings us to the number 5 movie. And the number 5 one might be. This is a toss-up. It's a toss-up between the Rob Zombie Halloween, the first one, and Halloween 4. I might have to put Rob Zombie's Halloween at number 5. Growing up and this being the Halloween that came out for me, I loved it. Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. I'm a hex girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. I'm gonna put a spell on you. I'm a hex girl. You're good, Zach. I just didn't know how to answer that. But everybody, if you're new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, hit that thumbs up button. We go live every day, and every day is a little different taste of TDKV. Today we're talking about horror movies. Like I said, right now, if you're just joining, and I'll explain it more in depth and go through the list again, but I'm going over my rankings of my favorite, or the Halloween movies and how I rank them. Royal Doors, could you do the F? You like to jam there, Royal. Well, Mondays is my music days. So if you subscribe and come back next Monday, you could jam. And also, Royal, every 10 likes I get on stream, I play the ukulele. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, hit that thumbs up button. Because we live every day. Ooh, yeah. But the Rob Zombie first one was, going back and watching it now, I don't think it's that great. But with being a kid, that being the one that came out whenever I was a kid, the Rob Zombie Halloween, I loved it. I loved the soundtrack. I loved everything about it growing up. Illuminati, thank you, my man. Ever seen Strangelands? It sounds eerily familiar. But the Rob Zombie Halloween movie is my fifth favorite one in the Halloween franchise. My dream when I get older is to... bingo! What's up, Steve? How you doing? So the number... And now, funnily enough, I didn't even mean to do this, but this is the way I feel. Number 4 to 1 is in order. My fourth favorite one is number 4. My third favorite one is number 3, Season of the Witch. My second favorite one is number 2. And then the OG is always going to be the OG number 1. Five Nights at Freddy movie. Five Nights at... I've actually never seen the movie. My kid's seen it, though. So whenever he gets home, I will have him, I go ahead and, like, give his opinion about it, if you'd want. But Halloween number 4, this was always the one. Like, I grew up watching AMC. Oh, you know him. Oh, wait, Steve. I think you said it doesn't matter how it's going. No, you're all good. I didn't read that, and I'm sorry. Because I love, like, at work, I'll do that to somebody. I'll be like, hey, how's your morning going? It doesn't matter how your morning's going. We're going to get... And you're going to like it. But Halloween number 4... to me, growing up, like I said, this was the one I've watched probably the most of my life. It was the one that was always on. Thoughts on a Hulk Hogan having... They're not nipples, brother. They're America's nipples. And Season of the Witch, Halloween 3, I think is the most underrated horror movie of all time. Of the 3 House of a Thousand Corpse movies. There's technically 4, isn't there? Because there's House of Thousand Corpse, Devil's Rejects. Oh, no, there is 3. Oh, I'll do that next then, boy. But I love Season of the Witch. To me, if they would have called that movie just Season of the Witch and wouldn't have given it the Halloween 3 title, I mean, it's starting to become a cult classic, but this would have been a cult classic, and this would have been almost probably an immediate hit. I love the premise of it. I love just... the atmosphere of it, Tom Selleck, or not Selleck, I forget what the actor's name is, but I love Halloween 3. What's up there, BV? Cocaine's a hell of a drug. You're darn tootin'. Halloween 2, this is one of my favorite sequels of all time. I'm not going to say it's one of the best ones of all time, but this is one of my favorite sequels of all time. I have an action figure of Halloween 2. That's how much I love this. Seasons of Witch is goated, dude. Like Space Monkey, I'll do another recap whenever I'm done going through. But I'm doing my rankings of all the Halloween movies. There's 13 of them, which is like crazy to even think about. Do you like egg mayo sandwiches? I kind of want one. I like a cheesesteak with eggs and mayo on it. And yes, Rudy. Sorry, and this is nothing against anybody, but we don't talk about politics or religion in stream. Respectfully, please. But Halloween 2, to me, like I said, that's one of my favorite... It might be my favorite... maybe not my favorite horror sequel of all time, but I love it, though. And it's one of my favorite sequels just of all time in general. And I don't know. The big gripe with this one is that the suit actor played him a little bit too robotic, and it wasn't like the same, because it wasn't the same guy from the first one. And John Carpenter was only on for like he didn't want to direct this. He wanted Halloween to end where it ended at the first one. Which brings us to the first one. The first Halloween movie's the GOAT of all GOATs. To me, it's the Chef's Kiss, the Grand Depart, the main event. It's what inspired... There might have been slasher movies before it, but everyone that was made after this was made because of this. What's the one film that scared you? I don't think I've ever gotten that scared I've done that, but The Exorcist, Exorcist is one of those movies I hated. Exorcist, hands down. I forgot most of Season of Witch. I remember how they killed. Yeah, boy, honestly, I'd go back and watch it. And whenever you watch it, Don't think about Michael Myers at all. Just think about it as his own movie, and you'll have such a better time with that. And so, a recap of the list. And what did Space Monkey say? I always loved Halloween 4. Oh, dude. All right. So my ranking of all the 13 Halloween movies, I want to go from worst to best. Starting with the worst one is Halloween Ends. I just think that movie was just abominable in every way. And it just... Number 12 is Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. I never liked that. Again, that's one of the worst sequels, in my opinion, of all time. Because Halloween 4 was such on a pedestal, ended on such a big like cliffhanger, and just like so much could have been built off of that, and instead they made Halloween 5. They made the main character mute for more than half the movie, and Tina, that's all I gotta say. The most annoyingest slasher girl of all time. And then number 11 is Halloween Resurrection. I love Halloween Resurrection, but it is a terrible movie, but it's so terrible it's great. Halloween Ends is one of the worst horror movies of all time. Hate it. I remember just like the moment it turned off, I was like, I wanted to spit on my own floor. I was so pissed off. I was just like, what the I felt disgrace. But Halloween 5 is the second worst one for me. And then Halloween Resurrection, like I said, what I love about Halloween Resurrection is Busta Rhymes. I love just the whole karate thing, and that's a movie that's so bad it's good, but like it is really terrible. All I know about Halloween Ends is that it forgets who and what makes Halloween. Everything that was built upon the movie before, they were just like, they were like, there it goes. Questionable. Why you say that? But yeah, I did not. I hated Halloween Ends, and Halloween Resurrection. Like I said, I think it's so good it's bad, but it is a very bad movie nonetheless. What's up, Bad Shite? Harry Styles best. Harry Styles has clothing. I didn't know that. But then the next one, then number 10, is the first Halloween movie of the new trilogy. Because again, I didn't think it was a terrible movie. Being a fan of Halloween 2, do you hate it more for the lost potential it could have had, or the actual plot and how it unfolded? So, okay, you know what? Let's explain Halloween Ends a little bit. Where at on the Halloween thing do you like? What if I said that's a hot take to you? They're a chicken lover, but Halloween Ends. The plot of it with Corey. Corey should have been introduced in Halloween Kills halfway through that movie. We get a little bit of an introduction to him, and then, you know, maybe like if you really wanted to go with that and you wanted to try the whole, like the evil living on or whatever the hell they tried doing, I would have been more than happy to. They wouldn't have pissed me off anywhere near as much. But literally, in the movie that's supposed to end the trilogy, you introduced an entire new character, and then not only that, you have him bear wrestle with Michael Myers himself, take his mask from him. Chicken lover, of course you would think that's the best one. Dude, I'm sorry. It made no sense to introduce a new character like that. And, like, Michael Myers literally at the end of Halloween Kills took out an entire town. And then the next time you see him, he's literally sitting there, like, half dead. The hell's going on here? I agree for most part on Ends, but disagree about the first part of the trilogy. I thought that one was very well done. And so, you know, I'll say it like this. that might be a little bit of my bias with the ranking is because I love Halloween 2. That's, like I said, that's one of my favorite horror sequels of all time, the original Halloween 2. So, do you ever see his face? You do, and yeah, you do at the very end it ends. And actually, in the very first one, you see his face, kinda. Kills was great. The only reason why I like Kills any little bit is because of the kills in the movie. I thought that, that it was just badass to see him just fuck shit up. I remember the first time going through that, I was just like, yeah, like, hey, this is cool. And then you do go back and watch it again, and it's not really that good. Evil dies tonight. Evil dies tonight. No bueno. I know, chick. I knew you were trolling. I have a passion for hating Halloween Ends. I do. Because, again, Halloween's my favorite horror franchise of all time, and they ended it like that. Maybe I should have, but... oh, well. These movies have been out for... Halloween Ends came out, what, like a year, 2 years ago? But... well, once I get a computer, I'll be able to do, like, maybe at the bottom, like, here or something, like, spoiler warning or whatever. But, yeah, Halloween Ends could have been great. I didn't like... I just, like I said, I didn't like how they promoted it to be, what's it called? It was supposed to be Jamie Lee Curtis versus Michael Myers. That's what they promoted it as. That's what all the advertisements made it out to be. And you got that for like 5 seconds of the movie. And it was just all Corey. Sorry, no bueno. But where were we at in the list? Oh yeah, I said that the first Halloween of the trilogy, like I said, because they erased the Halloween 2 canon, I didn't like that a lot because I love Halloween 2, but I'm a little biased towards that. So maybe I could put this up on the list a little bit higher. So number 9 to me is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. This is one of those movies that I, again, very much hated. How to Become More Masculine Like You. I don't know. Some questions I don't know how to answer, Mace. I'm sorry. But the Rob Zombie Halloween 2 is number 9. Number 8 is Halloween Kills. And like I said, I only like that that's one of those movies you could just put on, just watch all the killing, and you're just like, all right, this was good. I wasn't a fan of the retcon, but do kind of dig how they use the lore of the... well, and I guess that's why, like, my bias plays into it a little bit there, because I like how the there was like the podcasters I went to go interview him, and like it's not a terrible movie by any means. That's just my bias coming out with, again, loving Halloween 2 and them erasing that, but it's not a bad movie by any means. Like, basically after you get past the last 3 of like, Halloween Ends, Halloween 5, and Halloween Resurrection, to me, there's not a terrible... I guess maybe even Halloween 2 is pretty bad, and maybe I should switch that with Halloween, the trilogy one. Because, the Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, upon first watching, you're just like, what the... this isn't a Michael Myers movie. This is just a... like, you would think it was like a House of Thousand Corpse movie. But that's one of those movies, as you, like, because I would get stuck, like, I'd wake up at, like, 1 a.m. at my dad's house watching HBO. Halloween 2 would be on, and I couldn't find the remote, and I'm just like, all right. And that's a movie that grew on me a little bit, so that's why it's a little bit not so low on the list, as it probably is on most people's. And then Halloween Kills, like I said, if you just want to watch somebody just do a whole bunch of killing and not really care about plot, Halloween Kills is the one put on. Didn't Rob Zombie do Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot as well? No, he didn't do that. Rob Zombie's done the Halloween movies and Monsters, and he did House of a Thousand Corpse. He did Devil's Rejects and whatever that third one was. You're a purist. I could sympathize. I am an evil. You see, this is where me and you could probably like agree to disagree, because I love Evil Dead 2. That's one of my favorite horror movie franchises. My favorite one will always be number 2. But I love the original 3. And I love Ash versus Evil Dead. That new one, Evil Dead Rise, I actually vibe with that. And where I could what's it called? Understand why they're making it. So if you remember in Army of Darkness, there was the 3 Necronomicons. Okay, but so there's like, you remember how in Army of Darkness there was the 3 different Necronomicons? I feel like that. So we had the original trilogy, and then like the show of Ash versus Evil Dead. That's one of them. The first remake they did in 2013 is one of them, and then the Evil Dead Rise is the third one. And I like that idea a little bit, and I didn't mind Evil Dead Rise, but it definitely wasn't anything like any of the Sam Raimi movies. So I can understand where you're being a purist. Your first Evil Dead movie was Army of Darkness. I loved Army of Darkness. And hot take, that's my least favorite of the original 3, but that's not saying it's a bad movie by any means. What's up, Sosa? I got to meet Ray. Oh, that's cool there, Mace. Is mayonnaise like... so I've tried it during my Glizzathons, and it's actually not even too bad. Well, and pretty much their space, because, I mean, he is Evil Dead. Him and Sam Raimi, oh, dude, you're making me want to watch number 2 now. Because I love Evil Dead 2. That's my... I just love whenever he's, like, going cuckoo, and they're all just, dead by dawn, dead by dawn. The clock's going, and he's just making those faces. Bruce Campbell is the horror movie, like, to where, like, you know, Michael Myers and Jason's, like, you know, some of the best, like, horror icons. Ash Williams is our GOAT. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? 2, then Army, then original is my order. That might be my order, because, I mean, I love the first one. I have an immense amount of respect for it. It was groundbreaking. But, yeah, I don't want to say it's hard to watch at this point, but, like, it doesn't age well, I guess. And I hate saying that because I love that movie, but it's still a classic. Chicken lover, you know we love sausage. I love my glizzies. But, you know, this is making me, like, maybe after the stream's over, I might do record a video and do my favorite Halloween movies. Why not, right? Ash series was incredible. I wish we would have, because they were supposed to do another season and they never did. Jey Uso matches. They definitely are. I just like Jey Uso because of the yeet. So. But everybody, if you're watching right now and you haven't yet, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. We go live every day. Henrietta will always be my favorite Deadite. She's goated. Eat a hot dog. R.I.P. quality. Yes. I heard that they were going to do a animated show, but then talks kind of like died down because of that. But Evil Dead was always one of those like underappreciated movies until more recent. Like they got like a resurgence out of nowhere. But I love Jey Uso. I need to vent my dislike. He usually comes at least once a stream or so. But And Boy wanted me to do my rank the 3 House of a Thousand Corpse movies. I forget what the third one's called, but I'm going to have that be number 3 just for the fact that I only watched it once. I'm not going to say I didn't like it at all, but I didn't think that it was anywhere near as good as the first 2 ones. And so that's number 3, because like I said, I can't remember what it's called. Becky Lynch retired. I just think 3 from Hell. Okay, that's what it was called. Because the poster, they kind of like recreated a Misfits album cover. That's like the thing I remember most from it. But no, Becky Lynch didn't retire. She's just like taking a break right now. But yeah, 3 from Hell is number 3 in my book. The number 2, I would have to put House of a Thousand Corpse. It's a great movie. I love the premise of it. It's the start of the whole series. And you know, I always forget that Rainn Wilson's in that. Dwight from The Office. That might have been his first like big role before he got no, because he probably would have been doing that while doing The Office. But like I like the whole premise that there's people traveling around writing a book about different horror theme amusement parks and whatnot. Do you like Clint Howard as the ice cream man? Clint Howard. Who's Clint Howard? Very bad with actor names and stuff, mind you. I like Tiny. And then my number 1 is Devil's Rejects. Devil's Rejects was just from start to beginning, that movie's just awesome. I love the shootout at the beginning. I just like how they had the people captive in the hotel. Like that's just like you kind of like feel like that fear that they're going through. When is Mammy coming back? It's been 4 months. She's not supposed to be back until like fall. Who was he in Waterboy? I like the Nick Cage Wicker Man, but only because someone edited the trailer to look like a... I knew exactly what trailer you're talking about. Who dare? Who dare? Oh, I never knew that's what his name was. Wait, he's a... I love that. It set the face. Oh, is Vince gonna take the L? Is he gonna put her over? Is the Halloween stuff done? For now, but I mean, we're talking. It's a whole horror movie theme stream, so you know, we're talking about basically like whatever. Like, Aaron, what's one of your favorite horror movies? We could talk about that. Sky Shouter, how you doing? Everybody, if you're new to the channel, you haven't yet subscribed, hit that thumbs up button. Right now, horror movie discussion. I just got done ranking my favorite Halloween movies. Boy from chat asked me to do the House of Thousand Corpse trilogy. Next one I might go over is the Evil Dead movies. Because I know that Space Monkey and a few other people are big Evil Dead fans. And I'll start that off with... So, because we got... We're going to go with the movies. We're not going to go with the show. Just for the fact that that would mess things up a little bit. But the movies, we got the original 3, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. Okay, discussion about pro and 10-minute presentation for each movie. How about 10-second presentation? People move into house. People piss off entities in house. House kills them. The end. Each movie is a prequel to the other about how they pissed off these entities. The end. You're so lucky I can't time you out. Paranormal Activity. The first one was cool upon first watch, but it wasn't that. I never got into the Paranormal Activities movies all that much. Really was, dude. Really was. Like I said, like the first one was all right the first time you watch it. And then it's just like, oh, this one's a prequel to this one. And then this one's a prequel to this one. And then this one, oh, guess what? Guess what? This one's a prequel to this one, too. Paranormal Activity. If it wasn't for, like, the internet and people, like, the most basic people just going there being like, oh, my God, I'm so scared. I think my house is scared now. Solo Sokoa. Mace, you always ask it at least once a stream. But we were talking about Evil Dead movies. I'll just rank them really fast. So I'm gonna have to go. The 2013 Evil Dead remake is my least favorite of them all. Just again, like Bruce Campbell was, spoiler alert, Bruce Campbell was in it for like a after credit scene. Beyond that I don't know, wasn't vibing it. Evil Dead Rise, I liked Evil Dead Rise. Different, and as compared to most horror movies ever made today, I think it's at least a good modern horror movie, but that's not really saying much. And then Army of Darkness. No, actually, I'm gonna go original Evil Dead. What's up, Megan? How you doing today? We're just talking about horror movies today. Right now, we're talking about the Evil Dead movies. But yeah, then my third favorite one might be the original OG Evil Dead, just because it's a classic. It revolutionized like the way people shot horror movies, because like, you know, that like every time they showed like the Deadites like moving and everything, and like classic, but it kind of doesn't age well as time goes on, sadly, and I hate saying that. Then Rudy, you have a question? Well, depending on what type of question it is, I mean, depending on what you say, depends on what it is. But it's inappropriate. If it's inappropriate, and like it's one of those deals where if you have to sit there and think in your head, will I get timed out, or like, will somebody not like this? Maybe you shouldn't ask it, but I don't know. It depends on what it is. If you want to ask it, and then if worst comes to worst, we'll just remove the comment real quick. How about that? Okay, I mean, have you seen a short Within the Woods they did as a student film? I actually never seen that, Space Monkey. I always forgot about what's it called? I forgot that was like a thing, that's like how that got started. Okay, yeah, I thought it was gonna be a lot more inappropriate. I mean, I guess it's inappropriate, but it's not like too inappropriate. But how old are you, Rudy? Aren't you like 11, 12, and you're asking questions like that? But then Army of Darkness is my second favorite one in the Evil Dead franchise. I just love the cheesiness. And it's technically not a horror movie, just for the fact that like it's more like a medieval movie to me, but it's still like it's lovely. And then Evil Dead 2 that might be the best horror movie sequel of all time, hands down. Everything that was great about Evil Dead 1, they perfected it in Evil Dead 2. Mwah. It's on YouTube. I'll have to watch it. It's mostly just plot of original. Okay. I saw it on Well, Rudy, you can't always repeat everything you see on YouTube. But we're at 12 likes right now. If you haven't yet, please hit that thumbs up button. So that way I could play the ukulele. Who's better, Alan Jones or Alan? You know what? I keep saying that I don't know a lot of these names. All I gotta do is I got a laptop right here. It's too much horror business. So you're asking TD, be honest. I'll be as honest as I can be there, Space Monkey. Alan Jones. Guessing he's an actor. The Fire. Name me some movies that there's Alan Jones or Alan Inglis. Nobody's popping up for that there, Mace. But you want me to be honest. Yippee! Were you into the tree scene? That's I kind of always forget about that scene. That's a scene that hasn't aged well, and like I said, that's why like that movie hasn't aged all that well over time. But I mean, for its time and everything, like I guess I don't want to say that was appropriate, but like that was like an appropriate horror thing to do. But no, I'm definitely not a fan of that. A music teacher from your youth. Oh well, Mace. If I don't know who he is, then I might not. Then if I've never met him, then I'm not going to be able to have like an opinion on him. Oh, who did? Oh, wait, I was having a blank there. He's the guy with the trailer, and he's like has that big monologue whenever Bobby's in the hospital with his mom. He's like, I don't think very highly of myself. Clint Howard's all right. I mean, that's really the only movie I could think of him being in. It's the first time you have an average shirt on. Average? What are you talking about? This is one of my favorite shirts. Love Me the Misfits. He's in everything. Seinfeld, Star Trek, The Jungle Book, Cocoon. Oh, he was in Little Nicky. I'm just looking at his filmography real quick. He was in Rock and Roll High School? I didn't know that. Frost, Nixon, Love, American Style. He was in Married with Children, too. Love and Marriage. Once some plucky college kids rented a house for spring break. For a spiky situation. Paranormal Activity. But so everybody, tell me in chat, what's some of your favorite horror movies, or are you even into horror movies? Because I know that a lot of people were like, I'm not really into them. CEO and chairman of the one. I thought you were being serious for a second until I saw you say 115. Because he's pushing 80 now, isn't he? I know, I do miss Nadine. I think she's working now. It's all good, though. The leader of the group, Chadworth Chaddington III, hated hedgehogs. Okay, I forgot that you and Aaron are doing your, what's it called? Your acting out. 13 going on 30. I know it's not the Jamie Lee Curtis movie, but that's like the movie that's coming to my mind whenever I'm thinking of that. Space Monkey. I mean, that's a horror movie in itself, I guess. Any rom-com is. Hates hedgehogs. Only Sonic. No, I like Sonic. Pretty much anything Stephen King. I like a lot. Like one movie that I liked growing up. It's not really the best, but I think it was called Sleepwalkers. It was like the movie with like the cat people and like they hated cats. My other horror movies: Ice Cream Man, Nightmare on Elm Street, Simpsons, Treehouse of Horror DVD. I've never seen. Maybe I have seen Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream Man. Mystery. It's a very old movie. I've definitely never seen that before. Gremlins. I liked Gremlins growing up. I never really got into Gremlins, like... I never really got too into Gremlins, I guess I could say. Read this and win $1,000, Rudy. Pay up. I lost my voice. Yeah, no, I was gonna say, Gremlins. I never could say I loved Gremlins, but I never hated them either. I'd never binge watched Gremlins. That is something I always see that like meme or like whatever pop up. Chadworth, be allowed and get some wine. We got some acting in the chat right now. Nosferatu. That's one of the few silent movies I could like watch. I love Nosferatu. That's like I think that's the original vampire movie, if I'm correct there, Megan. And you said you like Stephen King, like another, like I'm trying to think of like Stephen King movies. Got like the original It movies I loved. Shining. I know Stephen King himself hates the OG Shining, but that's one of my favorites of all time. Hey babe,
What?
do you like The Shining?
Yes.
Which one do you like better?
I like both of them for different reasons.
She's not saying it now. She's told me before she likes the other one better than the Jack Nicholson.
Going by the like, if you're going by how it goes, like from the book, then clearly the second one is much better.
The book can sometimes be wrong.
The book was first.
I don't care if it was first. The book is wrong.
Oh my god. Well, listen.
Here's Johnny.
If you want, you know, the thing that brings the book to life, you want the second one. If you just want like the main gist with like, you know, artistic improv, then go with the first one with Jack Nicholson. So it depends on what you want to get out of it.
What was the one where Johnny Depp is stuck on the island in a writer's cabin? Johnny Depp. I don't know why I said. Okay, I read it wrong. Johnny Depp. Are you talking about whenever? I don't think he's stuck on an island, or maybe I'm thinking of a different one, because there was the Secret Window one, where what's it called? He's like, he's in a cabin, but he's not like stuck there. He's just like he has like he has like writer's block. Would you collab with? I have no idea who that is there, Mace, but I mean, I'd consider it. Hedgehogs in Midwest USA. I've never seen a hedgehog. The Secret One, but yes, The Secret Window. That's a good movie. I like that. With I forget his name, but I always call him the Jesus. He's from Big Lebowski, but that's a good movie. Yeah, I like that. I hated watching that. Every watch through, I'd have to walk away whenever the whole like he finds his dog dead scene. No bueno. If a dog's dying in the movie, I want nothing to do with it. Eddie Guerrero. Everybody misses Eddie Guerrero. But what other Stephen King movies have been made? Because like I said, I'm a fan of the Tim Curry It movies. Then technically there's two. It was a 2-part movie.
With Tim Curry, there is It. And that's it.
Whenever the TV movie came out, it was released in 2 parts.
Okay, it's one movie though.
But it came out in 2 parts, and
That doesn't mean
there's some of the DVDs that you buy that you can only watch the first part and not the second part. Because up until I was like a teenager, I didn't realize that there was ever a adult version, like where like they're all growing up and everything, and the bad CGI spider. I know that, but whenever it was released on TV, it was a two-part thing, and there's DVD versions of it where you could, whenever you buy it, there's only the first part where they're just kids. Because for the longest time, you probably heard me, I didn't realize that there was a adult version of that. Like there was like, you know, you got to see them being adults. It wasn't until I was like probably 16. Aaron and Vici are like going deep into this method acting. Y'all are in a scary house, I think, right? OnlyFans. The only OnlyFans collab I'm going to do is if we talk about Jey Uso and Popeye's chicken the entire time. Or that could just be us just like throwing, like I'm throwing Popeyes at you and you're throwing KFC at me. That'll be the OnlyFans content. Stone Cold Chicken Lover going one-on-one with the Great One. If you smell what Popeyes is cooking. I'm going to wait till that comes out on DVD or one of the streaming platforms. I missed my window of opportunity. The new guy in the new movie, in the new It movie, did a good job. Yeah, no, I like those new It movies. I definitely, they were good. And I mean, I never read the books, but I mean, apparently they're more faithful to the books. But no, I liked him. It's just because Tim Curry's It was another one of those, like, for like a year of my life that fucked me up. And like, I was afraid of clowns and everything. But, yeah, no, I like Bill Skarsgård, or there's like a lot of the Skarsgård families. And then but yeah, I like those. And apparently we're getting it's called Welcome to Derry. It's a prequel to the movies. It's going to be about how like it got created. Would you do a charity boxing match with Chicken Lover when you get 5,000 subs? Why not? Yeah, I'd do that. Or I mean, you get me I Show Speed, I'll do it just to whoop his ass. Talk about a horror movie. The Door Sprint. Dude, you see, I'm gonna have to go back in the stream and watch all the chat and get like the whole story that's going on, because there's like a whole story presenting itself here with Vici and Aaron. But Space Monkey, you still here? Like, so you like Evil Dead? What's another one of your favorite horror movie franchises? Like, boy, I know you like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Texas Chainsaw Massacre? This might break your heart, but I think Welcome to Derry sounds like it will be good. I like it. That's gonna be a movie I actually go see in theaters, because the past couple of years I've been picky. I used to go to see like any movie that was coming out. Now I'm like, I try like being like a little bit more like, is this worth my time and energy? It's also mainly the money thing. The Hills Have Eyes. The original Hill, I didn't see that and didn't realize that the 2005 or 6 one or whatever that was, I didn't realize that was a remake until years later. The original one's good for what it is, but the remake, that's one of the better remakes. I think that like a remake that was better than the original, I think that's one of the few that you could say that was better than. Hereditary. I've never seen Hereditary. Babe, have you ever seen Hereditary?
No, it's on my list though.
We'll have to watch that together then. Space Monkey says it's good. I'd rather sit in my home in my PJs with whatever food and be able to...
When it came out, it was one of the scarier movies that had come out in a long time. So.
And I feel you with that, Megan. That's why, like, unless I'm, like, a fanboy for it or whatever, like, anytime a Batman movie comes out, I will be more than happy to go see it. Anytime, like, maybe not, I didn't see Evil Dead Rise, but, like, and I never saw it, like, the King Kong movie, King Kong and Godzilla movies, you'll always catch me going to those. But I'm very picky with, like, I might go see, if they ever release another Friday the 13th, I might go see that. That's one of my favorite movie experiences of all time. Me versus TDKV, December 2025. Psh. Well, you think that's whenever I'll hit 5,000? You have that little faith in me, boy. Doomed forever to be in prison between... Vici, I need to know what's going on. It's pretty good, but effed up. Okay, yeah, I know exactly what movie you're talking about now. Because I do remember everybody, like, saying that. Like, it's one of those movies you only watch, like, once or twice just because it's that messed up. But... I need to buy a pair. What's the movie with the guy with the truck trying to kill people who's pranked him on? Oh, Joyride. That had Paul Walker in it, R.I.P. That's an underrated movie. Like, he's like... Paul Walker's like, my name's Candy Cane. Oh, Candy Cane, you've been a bad girl. What's up there, Only Barbecue? And everybody, if you're new to the channel and you haven't yet, please subscribe. And everybody hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. 6 more likes, and we playing the ukulele. How you doing, Rudy? American Werewolf in London. Yeah, I love that movie. I loved werewolf movies growing up, like the classic like 1930s and 40s ones, like Universal Monsters. There's something that I could talk about all day. Creature from the Black Lagoon, the original Draculas, the original Mummies, Frankenstein. I love those movies. Like growing up, I remember AMC having a horror marathon and Whoopi Goldberg hosting it. And Whoopi Goldberg, like, explaining all the movies and then, like, going back and watching them. That... Memories. Dog Soldiers, bro. Dog Soldiers? I've never even heard of that. See, for as many movies as I think I've seen, there's definitely quite a few that I haven't. Or maybe I have. That's also another thing. I've seen a lot of movies and don't know what the title is. 2002... Let me look some images up real quick. I guess I need to type in movie. Honestly, no, I've never seen this before. Where's this at? Hulu, Shudder. Oh, I forgot that Shudder was a thing. Apple TV, AMC, Pluto. Okay, I got Pluto. 28 Days Later, zombie movies looked like. Oh, dude, 28 Days Later, I loved 20 and what was the sequel called? 28 Months Later or whatever it was called. I forgot what the sequel to that was called, but that's one of my favorite horror sequels too. Well, Megan, thank you for stopping by. Human Centipede 2. Bro, that movie was just whack. Like, at least the first one had a little bit of, like, originality with, like, how messed up it was and, like, what it was. 28 Weeks Later. Okay, that's what... Yeah. I like that, though. What, you didn't like 28 Weeks Later?
It wasn't as good as 28 Days.
I'm not saying it was. I'm just saying that, like, it's... In terms of, like, what horror movie sequels can be and what they usually are, that's one of the better ones, I think.
Yeah. It's okay.
Vici's happy you're agreeing with them.
Because now I need to go on a horror binge after I'm done.
Why don't you pull a chair up and talk horror
Watching.
movies with us?
Because I need to finish.
You're Grey's Anatomy.
Yes, I need to finish. Because, no, the 20th season comes out on Netflix on Saturday, so I'm about to watch 20 years worth of television in a month. Okay?
She's been binge watching Grey's Anatomy
For 3 weeks, and I'm a good bit into season 16 already.
She has forgotten, and she's
3
forgotten
weeks.
my existence because of
I
Grey's
have
Anatomy.
not. I acknowledge your existence.
You heard it here, folks. She acknowledges her tribal chief.
No, your existence.
No, you said it here. You got it on
Acknowledge
clip.
your existence.
Acknowledge me. She did.
You don't get to twist my words. You said that I don't acknowledge your existence.
She acknowledges me.
Your existence. Solely your existence.
Oh, I'm doing the Ric Flair right now. Woo!
Oh, good lord.
Woo! That's right, Oz. Woo!
Ozzy's not very
She
happy with me.
acknowledges me.
Oh, good lord.
Oh. I feel like a billion bucks right now, I'm not gonna lie. It's on the YouTube.
Yeah, with my words being that I acknowledge your existence.
She acknowledges me, everybody.
No, I don't.
I'm a somebody. Your dog summoned my dog. He's a That's funny. Hey Dana, how you doing? You just missed it. My wife acknowledged me. Dude, I'm on cloud 9 right now. Whoa, yeah. What's up, Nadine? How you doing? Vici, no, don't turn to the dark side. Well, she's not here anymore, so she can't see. I know. She's... You feel like crying? Why do you feel like crying, Dana? Stop. Drop. Shut him down. Open up shop. Oh. Less of a Fridays. Oh. Stop. Okay, I'll stop at the DMX. Oh, you see, Rudy got me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Was it like a long distance relationship? Just got home from work. I'm doing good, just tired. You on that grind. I feel ya. You must be stopped. From work? Yeah, that is a tough one. Seven kill solo win. Ooh, look at that. The best. Ooh, yeah. There you go, brother. Well, you have a good one, Aaron. And we'll be right here. Worst horror film you've ever seen. Worst horror film I've ever seen. I don't know what it's called. You know what? I'll Google it. Well, I'll Google what it's about. And maybe this will come up. Is this what it was called? Yes! Oh my god, okay. So there's a movie called Pot Zombies. It is a zombie movie about people who literally turn into zombies from smoking bad marijuana. The CGI and graphics on this movie look like they were edited off of my phone. And this was like a semi-big budget movie. I don't know, Dana. That's like a hard question to hard thing to ask. He had up to no good. I've been up to no good. You're right. But I mean, Dana. Do you still talk regularly? Your worst horror movie is It. No, that's definitely not the worst one ever. But yes, Vici, I have the movie up right here. It's called Pot Zombies. Look it up. It was made in 2005. The title the cover that they're showing right now explains. You thought it was great. Maybe I need to rewatch, because I just remember. So in America, on demand for Comcast, there was it was called FearNet, to where like every other week or whatever they'd add new horror movies to it, and I just remember putting it on, and it was before I ever smoked pot too, so like I didn't really get like a lot of the stuff. I might have been like 12. And I'm just sitting there like, what the... Like, I couldn't get past the bad CGI. But that's up there for, like... I don't know. It's between that... Halloween Ends is Abomination. let's think here. Let's think here. Bad horror movies. I mean, I don't know. We're rewatching this now. Maybe that'll be the next watch along I do. Hot song. Because like I said, I just remember just like being 12 years old, just being like, the hell is this? Dana, I'm sorry. I don't really have any advice to give on that at the moment, but that's got to be tough. It's just as good as The Birds. Is that the movie from? Is that the Alfred Hitchcock movie?
No. Enough.
The Birds. Yeah, that's a classic, but I never got into that. The Birds, that is. You're 30 and still have terrible takes. Sorry, not sorry. Yes, it is very tough. Dana, I'm sorry. All I can do is to say that I'm here for you, and stuff like that's definitely tough. But yeah, The Birds. I think I've seen The Birds like one time. And hold on one second, 'cause my kid just got home and ruckus is happening.
I like that he does it too.
Sorry, everyone. Had to take care of some business. My kid just got back from what's it called? Karate. And sorry, Aaron. But wait, Zorro here. Zorro, Michael. I am Goofy. You don't know anything about it. Alfred Hitchcock. That's one of those like elite movies. He like that was his second lesson ever, so he's still like just beginning. He's in jiu-jitsu. So hopefully he'll be a black belt one day and he can whoop my ass. But yes, we were talking about the birds. Yeah, because I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about maybe having, like, I don't know. Like I said, like, that could be discussed further. Okay, once he passes orange belt, he will have suppressed me.
So when you're done eating, you decide if you want to
Orange belt, there you go, Vici. That's cool. My kid got Burger King, and I'm very hungry, and I got a whiff of that, and I'm like, oh, my belly's grumbling now. Yeah, let's say Edgar was here yesterday for a little bit. What, was Edgar here for a second? I saw Michael, Dana. Mason, I think. Roddy. Like Rowdy Piper. Everybody, if you're new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, hit that thumbs up. Wish you could feed me. Don't know how to take that, but you're gonna feed me like grapes as I'm sitting here streaming. That'd probably look terrible. Oh well. Dude, my masks, like the rubber from my mask got over my hands, and that's all I could smell now. Because I think I've had that thing for like 7, 8 years, something like that. The best and chicken lover. Sausage. I mean, if anything, I like the glizzies more. Part of me wants to bring the glizzathons back. I might have to try finding like healthier ones that aren't as like fat inducing, so that way I don't like have a heart attack before I'm 35 or sooner. What's up, Jax? How you doing? Tell your wife to do that, TD. She apologized. I'll drop a glizzy into your mouth. Don't. I know, right? And don't cough it back up, right? Zorro, you know we love you. Jax, what's my name? Just call me TD. Just call me Little TD. Is this a horror live or a sus live? What's the difference? We just haven't really been talking about any horror movies lately. The last we talked, we were talking about The Birds. Because I said I've only seen that like once when I was a kid, and I wasn't that big of a fan of it. I like Hitchcock movies though. Like I like Psycho. But like let me look up other Alfred, some Hitchcock movies. Spelling Hitchcock right or wrong? Alfred Hitchcock. Because he was an author too, right? So he did Psycho, Vertigo, The Birds. Let me go deep into the dive. Strangers on a Train, Dial M for Murder, Rope. I honestly haven't seen most of these. These are also from like the 40s and 50s. The Man Who Knew. Okay, I've seen The Man Who Knew Too Much. What else did he do? What else did he do? Bon Voyage. No. I've only seen like 5 of his movies. The green screen? No, I don't got no money for that. You need like a fancy technology to be able to do all that. Well, all right, Rudy. Tomorrow we're watching WrestleMania 15. Um But Rudy, thank you for stopping by though. Before I leave, can you do the Macho Man? Oh, Rudy wants me to do the Macho Man. Oh, yeah. You have a good night, Rudy. Dig it! So, tell me, everybody in chat, what's some of your favorite horror movies? Because, like, Zorro, even, like, we love you, and I don't want you to feel like you're, like, being singled out, and I'm sorry that you did feel like that. Do you have do you like horror movies at all? And if so, do you, like, what's your favorite, horror movie? Or anybody? Aaron, I can't remember if, you've told me that, what your favorite one is. The Gallows. Let me look up The Gallows real quick. It looks stupid. It was made in 2015. It looks like it's shot in red. It looks stupid. I'm gonna have to take your advice that, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take your advice there. Boy, are you still here? Because I remember you saying something about the, what I think of the 3 original Night of the Living Dead movies. Okay. You have dehydrated. Yes, I know. I went into this not I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't have that much of a plan for the horror movies today. I usually could talk about them for hours, but like because I remember last week we were talking about the Scream movies. Like Chicken Lover, isn't that your favorite? 855. Oh yeah. That's what wait, is that really all we're at today? Because that's what I started to stream with, so I didn't gain any today. But it'd be like that sometimes. The Walking Dead season by season. I only seen up to the season after Negan took him over, and like basically like the moment like they took him down and he was like in the prison or whatever. That was like the last a bit of Walking Dead I watched. Like the first 2 seasons are masterpieces. Trying to like here wait I'll like refresh my mind. Walking Dead season 3, I believe that's whenever they're in the prison, but I could be wrong. I don't need caps lock. Season 3. What was the 3rd season about? Talk to Me was a very good horror movie. Which one was Talk to Me? And why is Caps Lock on? 2023. You're not the first person to come into this saying that. And I might have to watch this then. It's 2023 horror movie. And Zorro, or if somebody else can confirm, is Zorro in the Discord by chance? I believe that they were like Joker or something or another. I can't remember though. Would you, the Iron Lady, watch along? The Iron Lady. Well, let's see what the Iron Lady is. The Iron Lady. Meryl Streep. I'll watch anything with her. She's a very good actress. What, is she playing the Queen of England? In the twilight years from British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. Penn, how you doing, brother? Penn. Yins. All I'm gonna say, brother. Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Saw, Chucky, Scream, Evil Dead, Exorcist, The Thing, Hannibal Lecter, and lately I've been in the... I watched Terrifier 2 the other day. The Terrifier movies aren't too bad. Meryl Streep is hot. She might have been back in her day. But Edgar, I like all those, like, so Halloween's probably my favorite horror movie of all time. Friday the 13th, that's, along with, like, besides Halloween, that's probably my favorite horror series of all time. Nightmare on Elm Street, I'm not going to say I don't like it, because that's a hot take in itself, and I do like Nightmare on Elm Street. I like Freddy, but Freddy was never my favorite by any means. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I like the first one. I like that remake that was in 2003, I think it was. And then beyond that, I wasn't that big of a fan of, like a lot of them suck. I hate saying it like that, but a lot of them do suck. The Saw movies, they're good for what they are. The Chucky movies, like the first three, I almost said Problem Child. The first three Child's Plays were excellent. Then I also liked Bride of Chucky. But they got goofy after that. But like depends on the mood that you're in for the Child's Play series. Scream, I liked the first three. Number 4 wasn't too bad. Number 5, like, I don't feel like there's a reason to keep making them. Evil Dead, I love the first 3 Evil Dead movies, and I even like the Evil Dead Rise. That wasn't bad. The Thing, that's one of those. The Thing's an all-time great. And Silence of the Lambs, I think that's still the only horror, or maybe not anymore, but it's the first horror movie to ever won an Oscar. I'd smash Streep. I mean, I guess you would. Would I ever watch that? What, the Iron Lady? I think I would. We'll see. Shaun of the Dead is the only horror movie I've watched. I mean, that's not even horror. Yeah, that's why, like, you did put up the things. But, I mean, it's a funny movie. It's a good movie. Especially if you are a fan of zombie movies and then you go ahead into that. And, yeah, you know, that's actually one of those, like, franchises that people don't talk about. The Napoleon, the hell is that? Pull. I am. I've never heard of those movies there, Pen. Is that like... What movies are there supposed to be? I'm trying to Google them right now, guys. I've never even heard that before. Hot Fuzz isn't bad. My go-to stream timeout? What do you mean? Oh. I'm sorry, Vici. Hot Fuzz is pretty good. That wasn't a joke either. Well, not a lot of people like horror movies. That's why, like, it's one of those things where it seems like you either love horror movies or you hate them. But my go-to ice cream flavor, chocolate with peanuts or rainbow sprinkles. Then I like a twist too. And then beyond that, I don't know. I don't really eat ice cream all like that. And everybody watching right now, if you haven't yet subscribed, hit that thumbs up button. We are 2 likes away from me playing the ukulele. I'll pay for your Wi-Fi, BG. Look up the flavors Cornito. I'll look them up real quick there, Pen. Okay, I've seen all 3 of those then. ADD, I know that's just like a general for everybody because there's always, it would probably at least one person with that's not subscribed watching. Edgar, you like Claude? Randy Savage, oh yeah. Well, I actually originally started off the stream, and funny me, I thought I was going to survive 2 hours wearing a Misfits mask, but ended up being too hot. Amusement is a... Oh, I remember that. I've seen that before. I like it because that was on FearNet back in the day. Edgar's got a great beard. We're the Beard Twins. Thoughts on GTA 3? I love that. Like, honestly, I mean, I never played the original ones just because I was never old enough. Why do I have a McNabb jersey? I love McNabb. Go Eagles. But from GTA 3 on, I don't really think there's a bad GTA game that was ever made beyond that point. No, I'm not from Syracuse. Legendary footballer, won everything for Real Madrid and French national team. I see. I couldn't have guessed that, chicken lover. Like, my soccer knowledge is like meh. Carnival of Souls. I feel like I have seen that before. Carnival of Souls. Is that 1962? Oh, there you go, ADD. Edgar. I barely grow facial hair. Yeah, you see, the moment I shave it off or trim it up, it grows right back. But Space Monkey, Carnival of Souls, is that a 1962 movie that you're referencing? Bubby, I'm just giving you a warning. The mask is in here, so don't get scared, okay? The mask is right there, but I'm not wearing it or nothing. I was wearing it for a second before you came up, so you're good. Here, you want to come over here?
Just scared looking at it. Oh gosh, hey guys. Hey guys. The project balls.
Did you color at school today?
We did a project at school.
A project at school.
Yeah.
What was the project?
It was like a big wheel in the middle and two, and we like made like two like milkshakes and put them on their sides.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my project.
He's in karate now, everybody.
Good.
Well, can I have a hug and can I let you go, okay? Love you.
Hey, I'm just funny. These guys are sick.
Thank you.
Dude, I was gonna wear them to be funny for a second, but
You want to wear them? Go ahead. Sorry, Chad, I'm not reading anything right
oh,
now.
they fit me. They fit me. What's up, boy?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Dig it. Did you eat all your food?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
watch the cup of water behind you. I know what you spilled that. But I don't want to lose those because I'm going to need them for tomorrow.
Yep.
But I love you.
I don't must. I was spinning the like with this. I was spinning the wheel for a second, but it. Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
No! Okay. Dance. Okay, just okay, one more spin.
You want to give it one more spin? Go ahead. Just be careful.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! What's up, cast?
I was just up here to put this in my mouth. Love you.
So what did I miss in chat? What did I miss? Mini Picasso. Oh, thank you. ADD, you do have a little bit of a point, but also like I don't know. You can make that argument for me not being on the internet. Thank you, cast. And you know what? We just hit 20 likes on stream. So, George, how you doing? You're just passing by there, cast. Well, if you haven't yet, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. We go live every day. And what am I going to sing for today's ukulele song? I'll do Misfits song. Sounds perfect. Too much horror business, driving late at night. Psycho 78. You don't go in my bathroom with me. I wanted you. I put a knife right in you. Wanted you. I put a knife right in you. Wanted you. By Never Shout Never. I'll do the Elvis song. If you're looking for trouble, you came to the right place. If you're looking for trouble, it's there in his face. Oh. No, I'm not gonna keep going. Elvis, baby. The flip is in my house. What do you mean there, Aaron? But Penn, I can't remember if you said anything yet. What's your favorite horror movie? I'm just discussing horror movies in general. Ukulele would look good with my name on it. Edgar. All I'm going to say is that you may be onto something. Chicken lover, you always missed a ukulele. Yes, you did. I'm sorry. My nom. But yes, chicken lover, I'm sorry. I did the ukulele. But we're only eight likes away now from the next milestone, so there could be still a chance for one more. Gutted. I'm sorry.
I just got on this. My coconuts. Oh, one mercy. Oh, away.
Turn your volume down so your game doesn't die so fast. He's addicted to that Switch. He plays the Minecraft. So, trying to here. Let's look up horror movies 2024 to see what comes up. Richie, shall we act once again? No way, I had the same switches still. That's funny. So, horror movies have come out in 2024. The First Omen. I was told that that was pretty bad. Then we got Abigail. The Watchers. That sounds interesting. What's that? Watchers in the U. Is an American supernatural horror film directed by. Oh, M. Night Shyamalan. Oh no! Wait, is that her? Is that his daughter? Produced by M. Night Shyamalan, based on the 2022 novel of the same name. Dakota Fanning. That's a name I haven't seen in years. A Quiet Place, Day One. Yeah, I've seen that. That doesn't look too bad. Controversial take from me. Oh, here we go. See, I've actually never watched Quiet Place. Isn't that like a Netflix movie or something like that, I think? Maybe not even mid. Is that the one with Sandra Bullock? Or is that John Krasinski? Okay, this is the John Krasinski one. With recency bias playing a factor, you'll never find me as... Okay. You'll never find me. Let me look that up real quick. Chicken lover, aren't you a diehard Liverpool fan, right? The one you're thinking of is Bird. Okay. It's on Apple TV right now. I don't have that anymore, actually, now that I think of it. But yeah, Bird Box. Isn't that basically like the same type of premise? I know, I'm sorry. Mace, you got called fat. The hell with them. We can be fat together here. Woo! There we go. Truffle shuffle together. Yeah, that's the Sandra Bullock one. Mysterious force decimates the population. Only one thing is certain: if you see it, you die. So it is basically the same premise. Tomorrow, Mexico versus Venezuela. Somebody else in chat said that they're going to the USA game. Oh, Nadine, I'm sorry, you did miss a ukulele before. But we're only 7 likes away from the next one. I'm trying to think of other... Has anybody here seen the movie Megan? That was atrocious. Okay. I've seen worse things ever. Like, I've seen worse horror movies. I downloaded movies from torrents and whatnot on my laptop and used them. And that's probably smart there, Pen. Can't condone that technically, but I thought Megan was supposed to be good. You see, what's happened with, especially horror movies in the last, like, 10 years, the bar got set so low that even bad ones were being considered good now. And I wouldn't even consider it a horror movie. It's just, like, the whole premise of it. Yeah, I was just, it's different. Because, like, the whole premise of it is that this girl's parents die, her aunt adopts her as, like, this, like, big tech guru thing. And then, she has this Megan doll raise her, basically. And the Megan doll ends up becoming, what's it called? Chicken Lover. Did you have to Google who, Eagles, rivals are? But yeah, to put it perfectly, because like Space Monkey said, it's funny as hell but corny. That was a movie that was just, I'm kind of, I think, outgrowing the age range that they're making horror movies for. Oh, thank you there, Donut. Aw, Vici, now you're attacking my soul. I hope they make another scary movie. Like, you're talking, when you say scary movie, you mean like the Scary Movie movies? Because apparently that's actually something that they are thinking about. Vici just took this pen and just stabbed me. Oh! Duet? Chain? Please? What do you mean? Yeah, about. Oh, it was buffering there for a second. But everybody in chat, if you haven't yet, subscribe if you're new. Hit those thumbs up. And tell me what one of your favorite horror movies is, and I'll tell you my take on it or not. Have you ever played Total Extreme Wrestling? Is that what I think it is? Total Extreme Wrestling. No. Okay, I thought that was going to be a different, like a old school wrestling game. Here comes the wifey. Use my boo. Got a big hug. Love you. She acknowledged me.
You know what? I heard that.
You know I love you.
Rude.
We didn't start the fire. Kenny Omega. I don't really. I never felt like. I don't really have like that much of an opinion on AEW, to be truthful. But the Total Extreme Wrestling, I've never played that there, Pen. Sorry, I had to Google it, and my wifey came in. If it's altered enough, I feel like I've seen something like it, but I'm not sure. I do feel you. I know exactly where you're coming from there, Donut. It's a text-based game where you basically just book a company. Scott Steiner and ECW? That's interesting. Ken Shamrock, Kurt Angle's and Mid-Carter? Never. New Jack? New Jack's a legend. Hi, Ozzy. You want to come say hi? Come here, me boy. Come on. I love you. Do you? Well, go tell her. telling me he's not going to do nothing. Roo, roo, roo. Ruh. Oh, chicken lover. Chicken lover's aiming for the heart. Sabu versus Terry Funk. That sounds interesting there, Penn. Have you watched Thanksgiving? No! And I was told that was really good. So take 50% and make it 75%. Are you doing the Scott Steiner promo? I was told that Thanksgiving movie was pretty good. I love the halftime show with this. Maze. Yeah, that's like the biggest attraction anymore. Aaron, you have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. How would I say that name there, Vici? Kill Billy? Kill Billy? Chicken lover. Chicken lover's just sitting there like, okay, what games have the Eagles lost in their lifetime? Kibley. Okay, that makes sense. That sounds terrible there, Mace Windu, I'm not gonna lie. I'll have to give Thanksgiving a try. Is it on any of the streaming services there, Edgar? This dog's doing a horror movie, right? Kibley. Or Klibly. Klibly, okay. I think that's on Netflix or Hulu. Hold on, everybody. I gotta take a pee, everybody. Sorry, everyone. Do I believe in Joe Hendry? You say his name and he appears. Thank you, Penn. Sorry, everybody, that I had to leave. yeah, GameStop. I don't. I'm surprised GameStop still is going as long as it has been. There was a horror movie I saw about guys who were prank calling until they. Donut. I think. Are you talking about Joyride? Whenever they were prank calling over like the CB radio. But I definitely what's it called? Would like I hate GameStop. Too unfriended. Maybe that's what that is. Anytime I think of prank call, I think of Joyride. Is this one? Oh. American Scree Life 4. Oh, yeah, this is okay. I don't think it's that one, maybe. Yes, watching a documentary on that. We have lost a lot more Super Bowls than we've won there, Chicken Lover. That is for sure. Backstory of the killer was that they prank called his wife and tricked her into thinking there was someone in their house, and she accidentally shot their daughter. Oh, that's all good, Chicken Lover. I got to witness my team win the Super Bowl one time, and I was in Philly for it, so that was a good time. Pro Maine. But just based off of your name, you seem like a basic bitch. It's all good, though. Well, I don't know about that now. I mean, how many Super Bowls have we lost? Yes, we're what, 1-3 now? Oh, no, 1-4. Wait. 81, 2005. Yeah, we're 1-3. We've been to 4. Who's your team again, Chicken Lover? I always forget. Isn't it Aston Villa or something like that? And I'm sorry, I like any team that's not Liverpool and Man U, they're all like the same to me on this. I got to witness my Rams win the Super Bowl too. Yeah, Aston Villa. Here, wait. Let's Google the last time. Let's Google Aston Villa stuff. I always like their jerseys or their kits. I think you call them. Don't 1874 they were founded in. They're the most old, but it says here that they're one of the oldest and most successful clubs in England, having won the Football League First Division 7 times, the FA Cup 7 times, the League Cup 5 times, European Cup and European Super Cup once. Oh damn, they're Edgar. Because that would have been the Kurt Warner one. At least you won something though, Chicken Lover. Like here, we all want to get a good laugh, and I love these. I love their jerseys, but let's Google Norwich. Norwich City. What's up, Julia? Let's laugh at this. Here we go. The club was founded in 1902. Norwich only came third one time in the Premier League. That's funny. The greatest show in that's right, Marshall Falk, Isaac Bruce, and Torrey Holt. That was like my prime years of watching football. See, you know who I've always liked? I don't know why. I think it's just because of their jersey. Because again, like that's one thing with me. I like most of the football, of the soccer teams based off of the jerseys, and I love Notts County. Horror movie idea. It's a football movie, but the ball is possessed. That's probably been made before, but Notts County, because they're one of the oldest. Yeah, they were founded in 1862. It's the oldest professional association football club in the world and predates the Football Association itself. That's actually crazy. Notts County, I think the biggest thing they ever won was the FA Cup in like 1980 something. Yeah. Oh, I love the 2018 Super Bowl too. We could have had 3 Super Bowl victories too, but the Patriots cheated. Pretty much. They have England. Oh, wait a second, Chicken Lover. So I just thought of this. This is probably something that haunts you. Even though it wasn't a part of your lifetime. How do you feel about Diego Maradona in The Hand of God? I watched a movie partially called I See You or Can I See You about. I've never even heard of that movie there, Donuts. That's interesting. But how do you feel about Diego Maradona? And you know what the Hand of God is. That's honestly just like mind-boggling that play even that didn't get called. Maradona is a scumbag. However, we will win the. And I assure you, Vici, the Hand of God. So, in 1986, I think I'll look up the year right now, actually, but it was the World Cup semifinals, I think, and it was 1986, Argentina versus England. It was a quarterfinals, actually, but it was England versus Argentina. And this is probably the most, like, talked about moment in soccer. One of the most talked about moments in all of football or soccer. But they're in the penalty shot. What's up there, John Jesus? And Diego Maradona literally scored a goal. Like, the ball was in the air, and he literally slaps it with his hand and gets the goal. They don't call handball. They don't call anything. And Argentina ends up going on to win the World Cup. And England probably would have won that World Cup if it wasn't for that play. Or moment or whatever. I don't know if you call them plays in soccer, but yes. And Chicken Lover, even if I can't go to a game myself, I will be in Philadelphia. And I will, at the very least, I'll tailgate and be in the parking lot of one of the games. They won the battle, but we won the war. Diego Maradona ended up not doing anything after that. Fun fact, a fighter pilot wanted to be called Hand of God and instead was called. That's funny. John, though, and everybody who's watching right now, if you haven't yet and you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. We go live every day. And we're on the road to 900 subs. Ooh, yeah. But yes. Maradona. 1986 that was. That's crazy. I see. I didn't even know about that, VG. Oh, they probably were, because I mean, hey, like there's like here's a picture of it, which is even like, hey, wait, let me pull the picture up. Because it's clear as day that the dude literally No, you can't really get the best angle, but he literally slaps the ball away from the goaltender. He slaps it away from the goaltender, which is even funnier. That it's just like, wow. Maggie sunk them. Still, even though as what is your major malfunction? Oh, you okay? Are you okay? Calm down. Calm down. No. No. Okay, back up. Back up. Barking in my ear all the time. Stop. Like what? What's your major malfunction? Come here. Say hi. Love me. Let me love you. Just don't come bark in my ear. That's like, you know I hate that. But I love you. I do. Well, no, and I think that's part of why it is. Cat kiss? You okay? Cat kiss? No? You just want pets? You just want the pets? Do you just want the pets? If it happened in 19, maybe all wouldn't. Vici. Vici says, like, I'm done with football. Leave it be.
Can you stop being a psychopathic dog for 5 minutes? Oh, don't you dare snap in my face. I will end you. No.
Him and the wifey are going at it.
He just nipped in my face.
Donut, you have a good one. What do you mean he nipped at your face?
He like got in my face and went, "Arr!" and like he was coming at me. You bite me anywhere near my face and I will kill you myself. No, I don't want you. No. And I'm going to watch it in bed. Yeah, lay in it. Hey, but even when you do, like yesterday he was like this, driving me nuts. Just lay on the bed.
Things were getting tense between the doggo and... Ugh. Tea's amazing.
No.
Chicken lover. But everybody, starting to get a little tired here. I'm going to end this one a little bit early tonight because I know that we got... Anyway, and let's see how long WrestleMania 15 is tomorrow. If I had a nickel for every time I was... He's just being Aussie. So, WrestleMania 17. Or no, 15. WrestleMania 15. Runtime. Two hours and 47 minutes. This is a shorter one too. But first, before I go, turning point, and fork stuck in the road. What's up, Andre? How you doing? Subscribe and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of the stream and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. The stream is unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Aussie over there being a little butt munch. But Andre, like I said, if you haven't yet subscribed, hit that thumbs up button. We are unfortunately ending the stream here, but tomorrow we'll be live, and we're live every day after that. So, WrestleMania 15 tomorrow. Be ready, everybody. And same bat time, same bat channel. You're kind, you're smart, you're capable. Don't forget it. And until tomorrow, see ya.